Hey guys, Offroad MudMowers. Today, I'm going to be talking about my 2018 Build Off. Enjoy! So I've got this GT6000. It's about 1999 or 98. Scroll fenders and footbolts and around the hood. I think that'll look really nice. The 4 steps I'm going to be doing is taking the hood, steering, and dashboard fenders and footbolts and probably the front axle out, and pretty much just sanding the frame down and painting it black. And then I'm going to be painting the fenders, footbolts, and hood red, and then probably put some black stripes on it. So for the bumper, here's a picture of what the bumper to look like. My goal is to have it bend right about here, straighten out, and then bend again, not going past the wheels on both sides. And then I'm going to have, the whole bumper is going to be about 4 inches thick with a plate of metal on the top. And why it's going to be so thick is so I can mount these nightlights I bought. These are like what you could put in a car bumper if you wanted to. I got 2 of them here. And it comes with a really nice wiring set. Solenoid. Looks like to be pretty much all waterproof. Got a waterproof switch in here. Some stainless steel hardware. And some ends that you have to put on the lights. I believe I bought this stuff for might have been $20 something on Amazon. So I'm gonna have those mounted right about in line with those headlights. It'll be right about here. And then I'm gonna have the flat piece of metal at the top with a winch mounted to it. I'm gonna have 2 little posts right in the center, some square tubing. I'm gonna mount the fairlead to that, put the winch off to the side a little bit, and then make this top ball come out a little bit, come down, and then it's actually going to angle back to where this bend is over here. I think that'll look really good. I'll put wire mesh in that. I might even put some diamond plate on the very front here where the lights are going to be mounted. I think that'll look pretty good. I'm going to also use some bolts for the mold deck hangers. I'm going to take these off and then use these bolts here to come out, go up a little bit, make sure the hood doesn't hit anything. So yeah, I think that'll look really good. So for my rear rack, I've got this rack here that came off a 125cc ATV. I think it was a Tao brand. Looks to be a fairly nice rack. It's got a lot of welds. There's pretty much no gaps where the welds are. I also like this thing on the back that pops up a little bit. And that's going on the back. I'm going to take the seat off. It's just sitting on there. And these front ones will be cut off. These because it's got 4 mounts. 2 right, 1 right there, 1 there, and then 1 there and 1 there. I'm going to be cutting those off, putting those right about there. And then with this, it's going to pop down here a little bit, and then I'll have some mounts that come up behind the tile, and I'll go up to that right there, and then somehow I'll figure out how to mount this a little bit spaced up from the body, but I'll also make it mount to the body right there. And then for the gas tank, I'm going to find out how to make like a pipe that will go in there, and go underneath here right about where this ball is, and then pop out here so I can fill it out over here. Wow, this rack is still right here. I think that rack will look pretty nice. It's painted black already. I'll probably paint the frame gloss black. And I've got a Rust-Oleum apple red, which will look really nice for the frame. The fenders. Next part I want to talk about is the front axle. My plan was to make this not just a standard like garden tractor with just some ATV tires in the back, but make a tube axle, a box tube axle that's straight, not bent down. And I'm actually going to put spindles on it, just weld some pipes, a little bit of a degree. And then I want to put some shock towels on it, put some shocks in there. And I think that will help out there on the rough trails, because most of my axles that I have in tractors are really loose. This one is actually pretty tight. There's no slop, but just not enough movement there, and I think it will ride a lot better with some suspension up in the front. So for now, I'm just going to keep the front axle how it is, with the steering works and everything. But if I do the suspension, I'm going to have a 5-link suspension, 2 from about here running down, and then 2 on the other side, and then across one right about here. That'll go up in there and come down here. I think that will turn out to be a really nice suspension. Hopefully I can get that done on this build. Go to the next one. So to power this beast, I'm going to be using this 25 horsepower Briggs & Stratton overhead valve V-twin. I think that will work really nicely with these tires on the back, because these have about 1-inch treads. I think that thing has enough power to turn those. Hopefully throw some mud, but should just bolt up to where the original V-twin coiler was. The reason I'm not using the coiler V-twin I took out is because the flywheel and the shroud is missing, and the starters are just poorly designed, and most of the time the carburetors just do not work for me. So I'm going to use that trustable Briggs & Stratton in here. I'll probably go with, because this has the clutch down here, and actually because the 633A has a horizontal shaft pulley, and the belt flips to a vertical like that, so I'll probably run it to go about 15-ish miles per hour, so I can have some low range power for climbing. But I'll probably take down the back pulley a couple inches, make the front pulley just a tad bit bigger so I can get some pretty good traction on the belt. So the transaxle I'm going to be using to power this thing is a 633A. I took it out because I bought this about a year ago for $20, thinking that I just wanted the transaxle, and now a year later I'm going to want to build it. So I have the 633A that still goes in here. It's a really nice transaxle. It shifts really hard. It's pretty much brand new because the brakes and everything look brand new, hardly ever used. So I'm going to pop the case on that thing, weld the differential, slap it back in there, and I think that will work really nice. So the front tires on this will be Carlisle X-Track 16 by 6.5-8. These are them right here. I think they'll work really nice. I used these before. They're super good. They've got at least a centimeter of tread. Once these are blown up, they'll be probably an inch taller than these lawn tractor tires I have in the front. I think I bought 4 of these for $60. The back tires are 25-inch executionals, Ken executionals. I think I bought these for around $120 shipped on Amazon, and these are work really nice. I think this is about where it's going to sit. It's going to sit about this level, which I think is about stock, but I don't think I'll have to do any modding with the fender. I think it should just fit right in there. And then the rims, right now the back ones are being sandblasted in powder coated black. Front ones I'm going to be using GT rims. They're going to be sandblasted in powder coated black, so they'll match. They'll be really durable paint rims. I think that will look pretty nice. Some of the minor things I'll be doing, probably a push button style, a couple gauges on the dashboard, probably a little bit better of a steering wheel. Definitely be doing a gas pedal. I just take the old throttle cables, unbolt it, still hook it up to the engine, just run it right down here. You weld it right here. You might have to put a little plate to weld that here, but usually you can just weld this straight to this heel, and then you use the throttle, you take this off, and you'd weld a plate on there, and it works like a really nice throttle cable, because you don't even have to like hook up anything, it's all connected. You just have to weld it and then put a spring. And still gonna have the battery up here, gas tank will remain back there. So yeah, I think my 2018 build off is going to turn off really nice. I've got a lot of plans for it, got a lot of stuff to do, got a lot of stuff including the bumper, but I think that'll be all the fabricating I have to do to it, is just the bumper, weld the differential, put the gas pedal on, all the little stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of MudMowers. I'll have a lot more updates, so stay tuned. I've got some work to do.